I wanted to talk to Mr. Lindsay about love languages. How can we make sure that we are able to tap into each other's love languages? And
I feel like I'm tapping into yours.
Hey family, welcome back to Uncloud Lindsay. We need to do a segment, babe. This little a segment called Uncloud Lindsay on the go.
On the go?
Yeah, on the go.
Why?
Because where we can have conversations in the car conversations.
Okay.
Car Chronicles. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before though.
Yes, that's the title of our last video in the car.
Really? Car Chronicles Part 2. Listen. So, I want to get on here.
First of all, let me say I don't know what we're talking about.
No, it's nothing. Like, I just wanted to get on here and just and share this conversation with you guys, so you guys can give us your feedback and your input, right? Because listen, you're family. So please excuse me if I'm not looking at the camera. I am driving. I'm not holding the camera, but I am driving, so I will kind of glance every now and then, but not look directly. So I wanted to talk to Mr. Lindsay about love languages. So we all know love languages. I'm sure you're not a stranger to them. You've heard about it. You've probably read the book. I've never read the book.
I have never read any book about love language.
But I saw this came up before. What your love language was and why it's important to know your love language in a relationship or in a marriage, because it was what's her name, Ayanla, is that her name? Ayanla, that woman that does Fix My Life. Ayanla, Fix My Life. Oh, come fix my life. She was talking about how her marriage broke down, or she got divorced, I guess, because her husband did not know her love language.
Did she know her husband's love language?
Maybe not. But I guess she was basically saying she did the most for him all the time. She did for him. And the one time he had to do, he did it wrong. And that was basically the straw that broke the camel's back.
Had to do what?
So, if I remember correctly, I'm getting off the top of my head. I can't really remember it. But basically she was saying she always bought the same snack or something like that. I don't know if I'm mixing it up with another video, but she always bought the same snack for them, for their household. And one time she asked him to buy the snack and he bought the wrong snack. Something to that effect. I can't remember, but what I'm gonna do, because I'm driving right now, I'm gonna look for the video and then I'm going to make whatever corrections in the comment section for this video. But that was what broke down their marriage, and it was basically talking about he did not know her love language. So Mr. Lindsay and I were talking about it one day, and he asked me the question, do you know my love language? And I said yes. Your love language is what did I say it was? Do you remember? Do you remember what I said it was?
No.
I think I said it was
she said my love language is her doing things.
No.
Yes.
No, it wasn't doing things.
Yes, that's what you said, doing things.
Oh,
that's
yes, doing things. Like doing things. And by doing things, I mean like cooking, cleaning, and catering to him, catering to his needs.
You don't love me.
And all that stuff. And he was like, no, that's not my love language. No. And I was like, but that's what you always complain about that. You always say you want me to cook more for you. You always say like you want me to like do more stuff for you. So I think maybe that's your love language.
I say I wanted to do more stuff for me.
Like so when we talk, when we have conversations, when we talk, sometimes he's said that before.
I don't want to do anything. The only thing I want her to do is cook more.
Okay.
Because I feel like a lot of men probably are like that too. It doesn't matter how well you cook or can cook or how often you cook as men. It's like it's different to have your wife cooking for you at least every now and then.
And sidebar, to be fair, I enjoy his cooking. That's why I allow him to cook. It's not that I cannot cook. I can cook, and I cook quite well for myself. I do cook well
for myself
when I'm by myself, like when I cook. But I do enjoy his cooking, so I rather just have him cook. But he seems to want me to do that more. So I figure maybe that's his love language. That's what he wants of me. But he said that's not it. So Mr. Lindsay, what is your love language?
You want me to tell you the whole world?
I want you to tell me. Tell us, what is your love language?
I don't know. So
you can't
know my love language if I don't know it.
So from what I know, love languages are physical touch.
You finished? Oh, you had another one? Eat it.
Okay, so I know love languages, I think they are physical touch, gift giving, or receiving. I think my love language may be giving. I'm a giver. I don't mind. I give gifts.
Her love language is receiving gifts.
Receiving.
Is receiving gifts, but
you know what? I do like to receive gifts as well. I'm not gonna. I love
expensive
to receive gifts. Yeah, we've talked about this. Everybody knows. I got expensive taste.
Yes.
I like it to receive gifts. So I guess that's my love language. But do you think that you are meeting my so for me, I will always give him. I give him gifts of things that I know that he needs.
But is that my love language?
But that's it for me, though. That's that's me showing that I love you.
No.
Because if I know you, for example, if he had something and it broke, I will gift him a brand new one. Instead of saying like, let's just go fix it, I'll gift him a brand new one. I feel like, to me, that's...
But that's it. You cannot assume that what your love language is the same for your partner. Because Trish apparently thinks that because her love language is giving gifts and going out on special occasions and doing those little stuff, she thinks it's the same for me, like giving me gifts and so.
No, I don't think it's the same for you.
No, you don't.
I think that that's how I show you that I love you.
Right, you're showing me what you want me to show to you. Let's put it that way then. Right, but people have different love language. So for me, I don't know if there are some set love languages. I think in the book they were like five
or seven
or something like that. I don't know what they are, so I could not say which one of those would be my love language.
But okay, so then what is it that you like?
I think my love language is, I don't know, listening. Listen to me.
So you want me to listen to you?
Yeah.
Do you think that I listen to you enough or at all? Why?
I think you hear me, but you don't listen.
Ooh,
That is my.
That's powerful.
That is my love language.
Wait, so let's talk about that for a second.
But wait,
you think I hear you, but I don't listen to you.
But wait, before we get into that, I'm talking about love languages, but I'm still not sure like what's the purpose of love language. What do you accomplish by using love languages?
Because this is how you know to love your how to love your partner. How you show love to your partner. Is that what the purpose is?
I don't know.
This is how your love language is.
That's why I always say I don't have any.
What is it that you like or appreciate? How do you want me to show you love? I think that's what it is.
I don't quite understand this whole love language thing, but Trish has always been a fan. But for me, based on what I think love language is, it's what you do to or for your partner to make them feel loved and appreciated. Right? So that's what I'm working with. I'm not working with whatever is in the book because I don't know what's in the book. All right? So for me, what makes me feel loved and appreciated is when people actually listen to me and not just hear what I'm saying but don't listen.
Well, what's the difference between the two?
English teacher.
Tell us what the difference is between the two.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
When you hear what I'm saying, you've literally heard it. You are also able to repeat it at any given point in time. If I say, what did I say last week about XYZ, you can say exactly what I said. However, for me, when it comes on to listening, it goes beyond that. You hear and you actually act upon it and do. If it's a case where something needs to be done, it is done. And it's not just a case where you've heard what was said and then that's where it ends. Nothing happens after.
Okay, so you think I'm a hearer and not a listener?
Yes, pretty much.
I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna deny that because I do think sometimes I hear, but I'm not always listening. In through one ear, then out the other. Sometimes.
Exactly.
Sometimes I try, and I feel like it's not my fault. I feel like I'm just real forgetful. I thought maybe it's not that I'm not listening. I'm probably I just forgot. I'm just forgetful.
No, but at the same time, as I said, it's a case where you can recall and you can repeat, but you can't act.
Okay, so I'm not doing okay.
And to go back, maybe that's where you're saying, or why you're saying, I like when you do things. Maybe that's where you get the I like when you do things from.
Okay.
But it's not really about doing things, and because it's not about you doing something for me. It is more about showing me that you've heard what I've said, and if it's something that you agree with, because oftentimes it's something you agree with or you agree with something, and then we still, I'm wondering, did we just have this conversation? And I think, coming back to my love language as I'm here talking and trying to figure it out, I think my love language is, I want to feel like when I'm talking, I am being heard, and as I said, you're listening to me, and because that makes me feel acknowledged and appreciated.
Maybe I'm listening, but I'm not hearing you.
No.
Maybe it's the other way around. Because
It's the other way around.
it's the other way around.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe.
Hearing is just the physical hearing.
Okay.
Listening takes a bit more than that.
Okay.
Listening is intentional
Okay.
and purposeful.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
So I think that's for me. My love language is when I speak, when I'm expressing myself, when you acknowledge that and respond, that makes me feel loved
Okay.
and appreciated. So I guess that's my love language.
Now, how can we make sure that we are able to tap into each other's love languages? And
I feel like I'm tapping into yours. I don't hear you complain. You hear me complain. I don't hear you complain. But what? Make up a complaint.
I'm not complaining.
I don't
because
complain
I'm not complaining
either.
doesn't mean there's nothing to complain about.
I don't complain either. I just say express an observation from time to time. That's not complaining.
Because I'm not complaining doesn't mean there's nothing to complain about. Whatever.
Because I know you love gifts, and I always try to give good gifts that have meaning. And
he does give gifts that have meaning, and sometimes I want a Louis purse, but
that have no meaning. It only means to be stressed out.
I'm getting gifts with that you're a great wife.
I give her gifts
forever.
That make her cry. That make her cry and get emotional.
First of all, if
and
you
I
give
know,
me anything while I'm pregnant, I'm gonna cry and be emotional.
Not only when you're pregnant.
If you give me anything when I'm
not
pregnant,
only when
I'm
you're
gonna
pregnant,
cry and be
you are
emotional.
always crying and being emotional, even when you're not pregnant. So don't use pregnancy.
Well.
But and it's very difficult for me to give her gifts, because when it comes on to long distance relationship, and we're not together, a lot of the gifts are the types of gifts that I would prefer to give her. I can't, so I have to find a way to do whatever I can long distance, because it's a long distance relationship. So while I am confined because of the separation, I still go, and I feel like maybe that carries some weight too. Maybe she can confirm or deny, but I feel like it carries some weight, or should carry some weight, because I am really trying.
Well, you are
trying to beat the restrictions too.
Okay.
And
okay,
in a timely way.
Okay. Let me say this then. As I recall, it's all coming back. With the long distance, he does give gifts the good gifts that he can, right? When we are together and he does give gifts, he does give me what I want. like he's bought me like really nice things that I really love when we're together. And then I guess more emotional stuff when we're apart. The I miss you gifts.
Okay, so the long and short is your love language is we're coming, Ethan. Let's wrap up this video. So I think the long and short is, for our love languages, based on our understanding of what love language is, hers is gifts and special stuff, and for me it's more intangible stuff.
Listening.
Is listening. So if you know more about
Ethan, leave the birds.
So if you know more about love languages, or if you think we have addressed it well, you can share your ideas, your thoughts, your knowledge on the subject, if you're knowledgeable about love languages, or your experiences with love languages. I don't think, well, actually, You know what? As she was sharing the story earlier, I was saying at first she really got divorced because the man bought the wrong snack. But then sometimes it's the little things that add up until you just
not
can't take
paying
it anymore,
attention.
right? So we have to be intentional and deliberate, and even if you don't really follow the whole love language idea, it's still good to pay attention to the details. Pay attention to what your spouse likes, what your spouse doesn't like, and wants and needs, especially the needs. And because sometimes the wants are not necessarily
that
important. They're just wants
are important
for temporary satisfaction.
It doesn't matter. Temporary satisfaction is
yes.
So we can always focus on the permanent.
I didn't say no wants, but I said especially the needs. The needs are most important. Wants you can do without, but it's not that we're not going to give a little wants here and there, right? But we have to pay attention to those, because at the end of the day, when it comes off like that, it sounds simple, but then it's not just, I'm sure it's not just buying the wrong snack, right? It's been him not doing things over and over and over.
Well, let's not assume, because sometimes that little snack,
seriously,
you've seen me do it the whole
snack.
Entire for
no, 15, I don't think
20
so.
years you've seen me do
I
this.
could not.
All of a sudden,
no.
All of a sudden, you don't know how to do it.
No,
I'm done.
Maybe he's never seen it. Anyway, what else you want to say?
Listen, comment below. Let us know, what is your love language? Because we gotta go. Because this boy, he is over it. He's over us talking. I think that's what it is.
He wants us to talk to him.
Talk to him and not to you guys. So we're just gonna wrap it up here. Give us your comment. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff.
Yes.
See you next time
on Cloud Lindsay. Ethan, say bye. Watch him. Not one thing not doing.
Now that we're saying bye, he's gone quiet.